So let's speak about education. Let's start with understanding how to interpret the market. In order to do this, we have several systems, but we are going to be starting with the Wwe Trading Bootcamp. This is exclusive education that will be provided by the 3 educators in which they're sharing their trading method. This is a trading method that has been assembled through years of experience. So you're cutting and saving yourself the trial and error that's costing money and time. Everyone will be successful at trading. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take you. If we all traded for 30 years, at one point we would find consistency. But it's a matter of how much and how much time delay you're willing to have. That's going to be the main different factor. In this case, you're going to be given a specific method that is proven through our social platforms, that is working well with great win rate, great risk reward. So you go directly into something that is working and you're saving yourself all the money, all the effort, and all the time that you gotta pay in order to find consistency and something that is working right for you. We're gonna be covering for 4 days, 2 different weekends from 3 to 9 p.m. London time or 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York time. We're going to be covering market structure, smart money concepts, Wyckoff theory, supply and demand, POI validation, fractal analysis. All these will be covered from a beginner standpoint, just in case you've never heard about it, but then moving forward into advanced and refined ways of how we use it and how we put it together into an objective strategy that is built up from a contextual analysis with factual information, and that can give you a real understanding of why you're picking these high quality setups that can derive on good win rate as well as great risk reward. However, this is not the last educational system, as we have the no doubts follow-up call in order to solve any leftover questions from your first month with a strategy. We're not going to be covering more material, new material on this call. We're expecting you to come prepared with the specific questions you have on the theory, as well as journal trades with doubts on how to apply effectively the strategy. We're going to be covering everybody's questions from that group, that bootcamps group, and we are going to make sure that everyone is answered so everything is clear moving forward into then guiding you and training you to translate it now into the live market. A third system for education will be the subconscious mind reprogrammer, which is a database in which the educators are sharing their charts and is giving you hundreds of examples with the same confirmations you have been taught in order to build up your confidence, understand how to use it effectively, and also give you repetition so this becomes second nature. At the end of the day, any elite performer will perform at high pressure whatever they have repeated hundreds of times under low pressure. That's why athletes practice without fans for hundreds of hours before playing the actual game. Hundreds of times the dancer will do the dance before performing it, the singer before going in front of the fans. Because when you're in front of high pressure, your conscious ability of making the right decision will disappear because of the emotional charge that you will have. You don't have 30,000, 40,000 people screaming at you, but you have your dreams, you have your fears, you have your insecurity, you have your financial pressure, your family circumstance. You know how big this could be if you were able to get this trade, 150 trade, 140 trade. All these things are super important because they're going to be key in your decisional making ability. So in this sense, we give you hundreds of hours of backtesting with a specific cases of a whole context, so you understand the thinking process that goes into every single one of these trades, so you can repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until your brain memorizes this way becomes second nature, and that way when you have and you face this emotional pressure, you're gonna react from what it is in your subconscious mind rather than trying to be driven by these fears and emotions. Lastly is the account management and exit strategy, which is how we manage our positions to maximize your portfolio and know when to take profits and when to hedge your positions. It's the win-win method. This is so good that your break-evens transform into winners. And let me tell you why. If you're buying from an original point of interest that was the valid premium setup, the one that you actually wanted to get because it's a higher probability, but then it gets to a lower probability supply zone that you know that the price can react from and get you break even on your original buy, you have two options. You're fearful and you close whatever you have up to that point, or you don't close and play the luck game. However, if you have the information to understand how to play from this supply zone, wait for your lower time frame criteria, and enter on the sell, now it's a win-win situation. Why? Because if this situation and this hedge sell, you lose it, you're losing a 1%, but you're making the winning on the buy. However, if in the other case, the supply zone, since it was a valid supply zone, which is the key, you're trading for valid levels, reacts and gets you break even on the regional trade, you are on break even on zero, but you are making money as well on the sell. So either you win with the original or you win with the hedge because you're trading from valid points of interest. This is giving you the ability to maximize your portfolio and trap in the market. So now you have the education. Now you have the ability to solve every single question. You have also the repetition, so you memorize this information, as information cannot be given to you one time and that's it, but you gotta see it repeated over and over and over. And lastly, you have the way to maximize this theory. These are systems that will give you the ability to understand the market on a new level.